Hey, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card Investing Targets, where we give you a list of players which might be worth investing in due to upcoming catalysts. This week, we're going to focus on wide receivers, looking mainly for beaten-up wide receivers whose prices are pretty affordable right now and have a clear path to success coming up in the season ahead. It's been a good mail week. We got several of the targets that we've been talking about over the past few weeks came in. I'll show you some of those, and also got my alien chest popper t-shirt. So it's been a good mail week. So on that note, let's get on with the picks. So first off, I'd like to remind everybody that we use market movers data when analyzing our picks and our target prices. We base it on current market value for these cards, and sportscardinvestor.com provides these market movers data, and you can subscribe using the promo code GRINDERS today and get 20% off a subscription there. Highly recommend it. It's a easy way to get an idea of the going market value for these cards, and helps to make sure that you're not overpaying for them either. Also, just a programming note, this week we're going to have Jeff Wilson from sportscardinvestor.com on our show, Sports Card Grinders, so be sure to check that out on Thursday night. We're going to be posting it probably around 7 o'clock Eastern time, so keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for that. Make sure you subscribe so you get the notification. First up, let's look at some of the targeted cards that I've recently purchased. You can see this 2019 Panini Select Zion Williamson RPA. I was very happy about getting this card for $850. I actually had the 199 version targeted for $850 in that article. I ended up getting the 99 version for that same price. I've seen this card going for around $1,300 raw in the past, so I was very happy to get it for $850. It's a long-term hold. It's going to be a core holding in my card portfolio for at least a year or so, until he gets an opportunity to prove himself in the NBA. Second card that came in was my 2019 Panini Contenders Optic Kyler Murray Red Auto Raw. And this card I bought for $550. My target price was around $500. I mentioned it on one of our Sports Card Grinders shows. I was very happy to get this card. You can see the centering pretty good on it. The corners and the edges also look good. I think I'm going to send it in for grading, which could significantly increase the value of this card. The other one I bought was a 2018 Panini Contenders Optic Baker Mayfield autograph card. Bought this one for $250. As you can tell, I broke the bank with these three cards, so I'm going to be focusing on value cards this week so I can actually participate in buying some of the targets that I'm recommending. So we'll start off this week with DJ Shark. We're going to be focusing on names that are somewhat overlooked in the card market. I'm going to be focusing on wide receivers with breakout potential in the next season, well-known names in the fantasy community. The card market hasn't come around to them yet. Wide receivers aren't as popular as quarterbacks. Running backs aren't as popular as quarterbacks either. There's a big disparity in the amount of people who focus on quarterbacks versus these other positions, which leaves them at pretty good values in case that trend ever turns around. DJ Shark's going to be our first guy that we look at. So first up, we're going to take a look at this DJ Shark Colossal National Treasures card. It's a 2018. As you can see, this is all over the place. It's been in a range from about $10 to $20 over the past month. There hasn't been a huge amount of volume on it. I would try to buy this in an auction under that $15 price point, and then try to list it as a buy it now for $30, $40. The volume's low enough on it so that the card might not be listed in an auction to compete with your buy it now option. And if Shark has another breakout season like he did last year, it could sell pretty easily at that $30, $40 price point. Other DJ Shark cards we're looking at are the Panini Contenders Rookie Ticket Autographed. Number 133, we're looking for that raw. We're going to target it under $15. And that's it for DJ Shark this week. So we'll move on to Terry Maclaurin. Terry Maclaurin broke out in his rookie season. He had a great season last year for a rookie. Just like Shark, he has a chemistry already with his quarterback, which we're looking for in these, especially with the weird preseason that we have going on. We don't know how much time receivers are going to get with their quarterbacks to build a chemistry, so we want to have that existing relationship, that existing chemistry between receiver and quarterback. And Terry Maclaurin actually played with Dwayne Haskins in college as well, so he's got a long history with Dwayne Haskins. And the cards that we're looking at are his 2019 Contenders Optic Auto. We're looking at the red one. I like those cards that match the uniforms. It looks like a good fit. We're targeting this one for under $25. We're also looking at the Panini Black Rookie Patch Autograph. It's out of 75. We're looking for that raw. We're going to target it under $30. It's a really cool looking card. And we're going to look at the National Treasures Rookie Patch Auto Raw. And we're looking for the version that has this little rookie logo on it, rookie card logo on that. This makes the card more sought after than the cards that might not have that particular icon on it. And as you can see from the sales that have happened recently, it is possible to get this card for under $100. You can see it was sold for $89 back in April, mid-April, so not too long ago. You can see the range of it is also as high as $157, $135 it's sold for. These have obviously more colors in the patches, but you get the idea. You can definitely sell it for more than $100. As you can see here, it's sold for under $100 again at $89 price point. This would be another one that I'm targeting in auctions to sell as a buy it now / make me an offer type of card for a quick profit. One thing that I would add, National Treasures is a great set by Panini. They have a lot of good looking cards, and a lot of times you can find them in auctions for super cheap prices, despite the quality of the card. You can see this Kyrie Irving. Here's a patch card for $15. You see this Max Williams rookie card for $3.30. You see a lot of National Treasures cards winding down in auctions without really cool cards. Like the other day I found a Magic Johnson that was autograph and had a patch of his jersey, and it was selling for about $60, and I ended up losing the bid on it. Someone had bid a few dollars more than my max bid, so they ended up winning it. But that's the type of cards that you can find on this. Just make sure that when you put your bid in, if you really want that card, make sure you put a good max price in it so you don't get sniped at the last second. And I recommend putting your bid in about 3 seconds before the auction ends, just so nobody can snipe you on it. You see, here's a cool David Robinson X Factor card with a piece of his jersey in it for only 99 cents. So if you put a bid in on this for about $1, then you have a good chance of winning this card, because there's been 0 bids on it, so nobody's paying attention to this auction right now. Best way to do this is to select auction at the top here and then organize it by time ending soonest. So that way you have your National Treasures cards, all the auctions, time ending soonest, and you can just go through the list and see which cards that you want that are ending really quickly and have little action going on and good pricing on the cards, and that way you can really get a steal on some of these auctions. Alright, so the next guy we're looking at is Calvin Ridley. And Calvin Ridley is obviously in a good situation over in Atlanta. He's had a couple good seasons. He's outscored Julio Jones in touchdowns. He's becoming one of Matt Ryan's go-to targets. He's got no Austin Hooper or Mohamed Sanu competing for targets this year, so it's just him and Julio pretty much. So Ridley is set up to have another good season. I like that his RPA cards, rookie patch autograph cards, are going for super cheap. You can see this one here is under $18. That's the Immaculate 3-patch on card auto out of 99. We're looking for that raw for under $18. I just bought this card, this 2018 limited Calvin Ridley RPA out of 125 raw. I bought it for about $6. So I found this card that same way I just showed you. You go into eBay, you sort it by auction, and you sort it by time ending soonest, and you just find the good deals that you want to bid on, and you just find yourself some good deals on there, because this one I bought for $6. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure I could probably flip it in a few months for about 30 bucks. So that gives you an idea of what kind of cards that you can snatch in those auctions. I also targeting the Ridley Contenders Optic Rookie of the Year card, looking for the red version of that, out of 99 autographed, and we're targeting that one for under 15 too. So a lot of these Calvin Ridley rookie patch autographs we're able to target for very cheap prices. Here's a look at this particular card. This one doesn't have a patch in it. This is just the Optic red card. Let's see. You can see this guy is charging $50 for it, or best offer. So if you can find this in an auction for under $15, snatch it up, and maybe you can do the same. All right, so the number 2 player that we're targeting this week is Juju Smith-Schuster. We're gonna do a 2-for-1 here and target Diontae Johnson as well. Ben Roethlisberger is coming back this year. All indications are that he looks pretty good. He's got a obvious chemistry already set up with Juju Smith-Schuster. They had 2 great years together before Ben went down last year, and Juju just completely stunk after Ben went down. His performance went way downhill. Diontae Johnson actually stepped up and performed with the sludge pile of quarterbacks that Pittsburgh put out there, and Diontae was just on fire with no matter who was throwing to him. That's why I'm not as concerned about Diontae not having a ton of time with Ben. Diontae seems like the type of player that can adjust to any quarterback throwing to him, and like I said, if he could perform with who was throwing to him last year, imagine what he can do with an actual quarterback. We're taking a look at Juju Smith-Schuster's chart over the last month or so. As you can see, the prices on his cards have gone down, not significantly, but it's not in an upward trend like most players are right now. And this particular card we're looking at is the Juju Smith-Schuster's 2017 National Treasures Rookie Patch Auto card. It's out of 99. And our target price on this card is actually $140. So you can see from recent sales, it's sold for about $135 here. It's sold for about $130 here. So that target price is definitely within range, and you can see people are buying it, and they're listing it for around $200. So if Juju comes around this year, you could probably do the same. You could probably buy it for under $140 and then turn it around for over $200 at some point during the season. Other cards that we're targeting are the 2017 Juju Smith-Schuster National Treasures Rookie Patch Auto Booklet, which is this card right here. This is cool. It's a you get the image of Juju with his autograph on one side, and you get his actual patch, a giant patch on the opposite side. We're also looking at the 2019 Diontae Johnson National Treasures out of 99 raw. We're looking to target that under $20. You can get a lot of these Diontae Johnson rookie autograph cards for very cheap. Definitely capitalize on that before he breaks out this year. If you can get these cards for under $20, under $10, whatever, snatch them up, because they won't be that low once Ben turns them into a superstar this year. All right, so the number 1 player that we're targeting this week is Odell Beckham Jr. He's another guy whose cards have come down due to a poor season last year. He was injured for most of last season, and it showed up in his performance. He did horrible in his first year with Baker Mayfield, but he's in a better situation this year. We've had Baker Mayfield featured as our number 1 target a couple weeks already, and I really think that the Browns are going to come around this year. They got a new coaching staff, a new front office. Beckham is healed this year. He's had his surgery earlier this season, so he's good to go. I think he's going to surprise some people this season, and he's going to come around and remind us why he's such a superstar. The cards that we're targeting are the 2014 Odell Beckham Jr. Panini Select RPA out of 149. We're going to target that raw for under $50. Really cool looking card, by the way. I really like how this card looks. We're also going to target the Contenders Rookie Ink Raw. This is another cool looking card. We're going to target this under $40. We've got a chart of that over here, Hasn't sold a ton in the past month like a lot of these other cards. People are going for the quarterbacks. They don't really target these wide receivers. I'm telling you, you can find the auctions on eBay with very few people bidding on it. It's a great way to get a good price on these cards. Just make sure you don't get sniped. And when you set your max bid to prevent from getting sniped, don't set it higher than our target price on these, because you don't want to pay more than the target price for these cards that you're supposed to buy under the target price and be flipping them for a profit later on in the season. The final card that we're going to target is the 2014 Panini Prism Odell Beckham rookie card. We're looking at a PSA 10, and we're going to target that for under $35. All right, that's it for this week's edition of Sports Card Investing Targets. Hopefully we helped you out. If so, give us a like on the video, give us a subscribe on our YouTube page, and don't forget to check out our articles over at RotoGrinders.com in the sports card section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Market Mover subscription over on SportsCardInvestor.com. If you use the promo code GRINDERS, we're giving you 20% off your first payment on any subscription. So be sure to do that, and we'll see you here next week. Don't forget to check out Sports Card Grinders on Thursday. Take care.